Okay, we're here with Maryann Cooper. Just after the event, this area is pretty much cleared out. Maryann, what did you think of the candidates and the people you saw?
I learned a lot tonight, Pete. I enjoyed learning more about Mr. Gingrich, even though I heard him before on TV, but this is my first time to be in a room with him. I didn't get to hear Rand Paul much about his dad, but I've heard a lot about his dad anyway. But I enjoyed the whole night. I thought that Mr. Chadwick did a great job as chairperson of the
party
committee, the county committee,
Hillsborough County.
Hillsborough County Committee. Not a minute was wasted. I think it was a great night.
Well, if you missed Rand Paul, I did interview him, and I'll be uploading that on YouTube later today. Of the candidates you saw today, have you made a final decision?
Yeah, I've been... Who knows if it's a final decision?
Well, do you have a candidate at this point?
I have been working for and supporting Rick Santorum.
Okay, and what made you choose Santorum?
Because of his conservative and what they call the social issues are very important to me. I've worked in the pro-life area for many years.
As a Knight of Columbus, I'm always happy to hear that.
The Knights of Columbus I see as the greatest, as the most hard-working group, organization, at least in our state, in our area.
Well, my own Council 99 is very good as well. But they're
in our area, Pete, in Stratford County. They are also men of prayer, provide leadership in prayer, in fundraising, in support of pro-life helping organizations. And anyway, just really...
Is the pro-life argument the strongest argument for Santorum in your opinion, or are his other arguments economic and such strong?
I think I am not as well educated as I would like to be, but I do, from the peripheral view of mine, see him as having wider gifts than just the courage to stand up for morality. Yeah, I think that I can't give you any specifics, but I've noticed that he has skills in the financial areas and other areas and in foreign policy also.
Now, how long have you lived in New Hampshire?
I've lived in New Hampshire for 72 years.
All right. Now, in 72 years, you must have seen an awful lot of candidates come through every 4 years. Is there a candidate that stands out in your mind that you remember as the favorite of the ones you've seen?
Isn't it funny that you should say that, because the first candidate that I ever remember seeing was Harry Truman, when my dad brought me to see him on the train. What do they call it? Whistle stop?
Whistle stop tours.
Whistle stop in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, when I was 9 years old. I'm not sure, am I? I'm thinking 1948 was, but anyway, I guess I'm not sure.
Truman was, yeah, that was the year he ran, yep, 48 is right.
Whether he came on tour later, to visit his...
But Truman sticks in your mind.
That's the first one. And then we got our television in 1950, and who was there but Eisenhower and Adlai Stevenson and Mr. Humphreys, Hubert Humphreys.
So you've seen them all. Would Truman be your favorite of the ones you saw? If you had to pick one as your favorite candidate in the years since '48, would Truman be it? Or is he just special because he's the first you saw?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, no, he wouldn't. And I guess, isn't it something how we look for perfection, as we look for perfection in our priests, we look for perfection in our candidates. I did really like President Bush II, you know? I did like W.
I gotta tell you, I was a fan of George Bush, and I didn't like the spending as much, but I have a feeling that I've always had a theory that he made a deal on the spending in order to get what was necessary to win the war.
Yeah.
Sort of like Truman, as he made compromises, I mean not Truman, Roosevelt, compromises on the New Deal to win World War II. Well, Maryann, thank you very much for your time. And I hope to see you again on the campaign trail as I'm bopping around.
You will see me.
And of course, I live in Fitchburg, and your brother lives in Fitchburg, from what I understand. So maybe I'll see you down there. Just look for my fedora.
I will, Pete. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for my great privilege.
Oh, thank you for your time.